Good day and hello besties and welcome to my channel, I guess. I don't really have a cool intro yet, but we are kicking off Big Brother season. Summer has officially begun. We got the cast reveal for Big Brother 28 last night, well yesterday afternoon, and I have been obsessing over it, and you know what, I just thought, let's just cover it. Let's do it, Shelby. So my name is Shelby, and I have been a fan of Big Brother. I've been following it super closely since about BB16. I watched it a little bit more when I was younger, and I just wanted to share my love for it. So we are going to go through this cast preview of Big Brother 28, and it premieres tomorrow on Thursday as of recording this, and I'm so excited. Literally, my summer does not begin until Big Brother comes on. So let's go through this cast preview. We have some spoilers for other people who have entered the house already. And let's get to it. So first off, we have Ashley. She is 24, a bartender from Chava, Illinois. And I really loved her use of the word nervy. I think she's got like a Friends vernacular to her, almost like Buffy the Vampire Slayer-esque as well. Like, I think she's gonna have fun little words in her DRs. Very cute energy. She's a fan. I really joked about her needing the money to have more than $2 in her bank account. She says she's going to be a social player and be friends with people. Also wants to be a bit of a comp beast. Also says she kind of wants to backstab as well because that's out of her character. She says she's going to play dumb and use that misconception to her advantage. You know, I think she's going to be pretty liked in the house. I just think she has the energy of somebody who gives off a very good first impression, a very friendly, bubbly one. And, you know, I was watching, I've watched a couple different, you know, I watched the Broveal, and I watched Sharon Tharp's video. Her video had longer sections of the little cast preview interviews that everybody did, so I liked her video for that longer section. But she mentioned in her video that, you know, these are everybody's first press pieces. Like, this is the first time they're, you know, talking to the public and, you know, being there. So it's very vulnerable and must be the most nerve-wracking thing ever. So that really helped me kind of take all of this with a grain of salt, unlike, you know, all these first impressions. But I did really like Ashley, and we just had an Ashley winner, so back-to-back Ashley winners would be kind of iconic as an Ashley surname myself. Next up, we have Barrett. Now, Barrett is 24, from Austin, and a Jumbotron engineer. What a cool job title. Barrett is a super fan. I saw that he podcasts about Big Brother and a bunch of other reality television shows, so go off Barrett. He's 6'6", that's incredibly tall, and was in overalls, incredible. Already into it. And I will always root for the super fan, for sure. He said he seems like a dumbass sometimes and will use that to his advantage. Says he will be a villain, and I love that for him so much, and I hope that goes well. He's going to keep his BB knowledge to himself on the low. Wants the whole house to be in a showmance. Okay, Polly. And he made me laugh a lot in his preview. But to others, I think he might fit that archetype of, like, that threatening super fan whenever he comes in. I feel like he won't be able to help himself. And as much as I want to root for him, I hope he's not pre-jury, but I just really hope it goes well for him. I really want the super fans to do well, but I hope he can help himself, because if he can't help himself, that's where he will get in trouble, I think. But super great vibe from Barrett, for sure. Next we have Chuck. I wrote Chuck without the second C. He is 27, from Dallas, supply chain analyst. And that's like that kind of feels like a very wordy career. Like, it makes sense. I understand what that is, but it's just like such a, it almost sounds like you're lying. So hopefully people, like, don't think he's lying about that. That's what I literally just thought of that. Says he's a casual viewer. I wasn't really too impressed with him. He's just another guy that wears a cowboy hat. And they need one of those every year, I guess. So let's go off. But he seemed nice enough. He said he wants to win over the women, and right after he said that, he said he wants to be a guy's guy. So I don't really understand like who you're gonna target for that, but I do like his saying that he will like try to relate to the women more. I think that they will appreciate that, because I feel like it's really easy just to bro down a little bit. So yeah, I like that for him. Chuck's fine. Next we have Drew. Drew is 22 from Temecula, California, and is a surgical dental assistant. He says he's a hybrid fan and dabbles in feeds. And I laughed at him saying that he could write a book on the show. Like, let's calm down before you can say that. But I really loved his answer on what strategy is he going to go in with, because he said he wants to be like really fluid and not go in with anything specific, which I think is super smart. That's actually like kind of an answer I would give as well, like, because you literally don't know what's about to be handed to you, what twist, who, you know, like they don't know that a returnee and some Survivor players are about to come in, so you know, you just expect the unexpected, I suppose. Let's see here. I can see the ridiculous, I wrote, I can see the ridiculous BB edits now about his hair routine that he has. And you know that montage is definitely going to be there as long as he's in the house. I'm really looking forward to seeing if he has these brains behind the hair like he says. And also he said that his occupation like gives off smart vibes, but I don't really think it does. I think dental assistant, the words dental assistant, I like, you know, think of like popular girls from high school becoming dental assistants, that like whole stereotype. But surgical, I suppose. So, I don't know, I guess I can see where he comes from. He also could fall, I know he doesn't, he says he's like not a super fan, but I think just like how he looks, honestly, like no tea, no shade, I think he might come off as another one of those like threatening super fan types. Next up we have Haley. Haley is 29 from Wildwood, Missouri, and is a telemedicine executive. Says she's a recent fan. Her whole interview honestly gave me so low energy, but also, you know, like, it's everybody's, you know, first run with doing stuff like this. So, but I also think that her being so chill kind of works in a way. Like, I feel like, you know, when you first enter the house, there's gonna be so much energy that having someone that's like a little lower energy would probably be really nice just to decompress with. And she also said that she wants to like let people talk to her at first after everybody's been cooped up in sequester, which I think also goes along. It seems like this is kind of like her personality to be pretty chill, or she might just be nervous, but still I think that kind of goes hand in hand. She also says she could be intimidating, which I could also see just based off her, it's like confidence that makes you that calm, I think. So just, you know, if you're not that confident around her, then, you know, it's kind of a you problem a little bit. But I think once we see her on feeds, I think she will loosen up more and show more of this bubbly personality that she's talking about. Next, I almost wanted to save it for last because I'm literally so excited. But next we have Jason, which I am going to have the hardest time calling him Jason and not calling her Selena S. Titties. Jason is 35 from LA and is a professional drag queen known as Selena S. Titties, and was on RuPaul's Drag Race season 15 and All Stars season 11. Did not win either one of those, so not really like a big threat coming in at all based on being around reality television. I am so stoked about this one. I know that Jason is best friends with Frankie Grande, who was on season 16, so it's really cool for like my personal cinematic universe to like have all these worlds collide. Gave some of the best energy in the interviews of that we saw in this release, and I'm really interested to see like when Jason will whip out Selena. I think it'd be really fun if like Jason ends up like hosting a veto competition or something. I think that's the perfect opportunity to whip it out without feeling like, he said that Jason's entering, not Selena, so I really like that he's giving himself a chance to show who he is and not just show who he is through Selena. So I think that's really cool. And he said that, I laughed when he said that being on Big Brother is way cheaper. I bet it is. I've heard what those queens spend on Drag Race, and it's absolutely insane, the money that they have to spend to, like, turn out those looks, especially, like, in a timely manner. Says that he's ready to play the game, ready for alliances, wants to play smart, wants to get in shape with the straight boys and also be cool with the girls, and I'm very excited for the diary rooms from him. I think that is just going to be a fun person. Now, will he be able to, like, stay in the house for long? I sure hope so, because, like, I don't know. I feel like if you feel good around someone, then you want them to stick around. I hope that that's kind of like a role he could film. Next up, we have Camus. Camus is 32 from Phoenix and is an MMA fighter and coach. I think the voiceover guy is going to have a ball with this guy in his profession. I think, I think that it will go crazy. He will go crazy with it. Honestly, the guy didn't give much. He was pretty chill. He called the live feeds live streaming, and I haven't decided if I can forgive that yet or not. Another person saying that they want to play a social game, wants to shake off the fighter persona and make good relationships. I think he's going to be pretty competitive and do pretty well in physical comps. I really like his point of like lying about a little bit of stuff, like, so he doesn't seem like he comes from money. Because I think it's, by saying, like, his parents own the gym, like, he's not going to say that, and not saying that he was in the MMA, or not saying that he was UFC, forgive me, but I think that that's, like, a really good way to not lie. You can still share your life authentically, but just, like, keep something on the down low. And he also says that he tends to be too trusting, and in the Big Brother house, that could be a bad thing. Next up, we have, her name is Latrice. I'm calling her Lala. Don't care what you have to say about that. She said I could. She gave some, she is 57 from Maplewood, New Jersey, and is a boutique salesperson. The energy she gives, I bet she sells the shit out of clothes, because she just seems like someone who is infectious to be around based off of her interview. I loved her energy. She seems like she has it all. Honestly, she got the personality. She's a bodybuilder, and she's a big fan, and I just really like all of that about her. She says she's going to be the oldest winner in BB history. Yes, manifest that, please, and thank you. And I think that people will really underestimate her physical prowess, because it seems like she is super fit. I mean, you have to be fit to be a bodybuilder. I'm really excited to see her in, like, a swimsuit or something and see what's going on, because I'm curious. But I really, really loved everything about her interview, and I'm about as excited to see her on my TV as I am Selena STDs / Jason, which I need to get used to saying Jason. Next up, we have Lyric. Lyric is 25 from Honolulu, Hawaii, and is an attorney and also a singer. She was on a season of American Idol, I think the most recent one. I think she just made it, like, to Hollywood or something and didn't even make it, like, on the show. So again, I think that that's not very like, threatening as far as, like, coming on a competition reality show from being on reality television. She says she's been a fan for a couple years, got into it because her grandma sadly passed away. I feel you, girl, so hard on that. And she does watch the live feeds, so again, I will always root for the super fan. She seems really bubbly and fun. Again, just kind of like an infectious person to be around. And we love that. She wants to be a comp beast, says she goes to the gym twice a day and wants to bring the aloha spirit to the BB house. She passed the bar at 23, which is, like, kind of crazy to me to consider. Like, that's super impressive. But she's not going to tell people she's an attorney. She's going to tell people she's a singer, and I think that that's a good call on her part, because I think attorney is one of those careers where you kind of have to lie about it a bit. But also, I think that the revealing you're an attorney at the end of it is not as impressive. I don't know, Ashley just did it, so who the hell am I to say that? Next up, we have Mallory. Now, Mallory was one of the ones that I was kind of like, low-key the lowest on. Oh, I'm sorry, she's 24 from Washington, New Jersey, and is a rocket scientist. Now, to say you're a rocket scientist, that's a flex. That is a major, major flex, I must say. And I also think the voiceover guy will have a ball with her occupation as well. Her energy was like, meh to me. But again, this is, you know, people doing their first thing. So I get being nervous and not really being yourself. She called the feeds live streams, and I still haven't decided if that's unforgivable. She's another person saying she wants to play a social game. She's athletic, but also smart, but she's gonna lie about her job. And I think that, I don't know, that's so interesting. I wonder what she says. I don't think she said what she says she's gonna say. But I wonder what she will say, because rocket scientist is like so interesting, but I guess it really does give off like first impression vibe. It really gives off like smarty pants, you know, super fan kind of stuff, even though she didn't say she was a super fan. Next up, we have Melody, and I usually don't pay attention to people's last names on Big Brother, but her name is Melody Morris, and what a good name. I think that's a great name, especially for being a corporate game show host. Like, what a good name for that. But she is also 24 from Phoenix. Our guy, what was his name? Camu was also from Phoenix, so note that. She gave the most boring answers to the questions, like super one-liner, but again, you know, super nervous, whatever. I hope she loosens up whenever the feeds come on. She says she's going to bring quirks to the Big Brother house, and I don't really know how I feel about that. Hopefully you're not like putting bugs in places and telling people you'll give them $100 if they find them or anything like that. So hopefully not. I really don't have much else to say. She says she says she's gonna say she's a waitress. But I really liked her saying that she's better at just keeping her mouth shut. That's something that I need to learn to do. But also says she's sensitive, and the girl, I just feel you on all that for real. But you know what? She says she's the only one who is not interested in a showmance. And I swear to God, these producers want these people making Big Brother babies by the end of summer. I'm telling you. Literally, everybody wants to be in a showmance. There's not a married person on this cast. Well, on the normal cast. Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, they want... This isn't Love Island. I'm already watching Love Island UK and US. I got enough of that. I don't need that on my Big Brother. But we digress. Next up, we have Rome. Now, Rome, these streets do not like Rome. I will tell you guys that. They do not like Rome, and I get it. Oh my gosh, because... Okay, so we have Rome, 28, from Delray Beach, Florida, and he is a pickleball coach. If that sentence already wasn't insufferable, oh my gosh. He says he's a new fan. He's been burning through Big Brother probably just since he realized that he was about to be on the show. He literally sounds like AI talking about how competitive he is. And he says, okay, so he says his real name is Jack. His friends have been calling him Rome for forever. So he wants these new best friends to call him Rome. But then he wants to show people that they are so close with him that they can call him Jack. But, like, if someone called you Jack and if someone sees someone else call you Jack and they call you Rome, doesn't that just give it away? I don't understand that. I don't get that one. We're just gonna let him cook on that. He says he's a nerd, and by nerd he means collect trading cards. I need to know the kind of trading card. I bet it's just Pokemon cards. Like, okay. That's all I have to say. He says that conflict resolution is one of his best qualities, and I'm just gonna skip ahead for a second. I hope Angela eats this man alive. I'm not even kidding you, you guys. This is Matt 2.0. Chomp him up to bits. I'm so here for it. But that's Rome, and, you know, when in Rome, like, or whatever. I bet he says that all the, I bet he says, oh my God. Anyways. And next we have Taylor. Taylor is 27 from Deerfield Beach, Florida, and is an elementary school counselor, also from Florida, like Rome is. I saw someone online say that she might be Lala's daughter, and I kind of can't see it anymore, but I think it's just because their hair is so similar that it's really throwing me off. She says she's a casual fan. She came back to Big Brother after a bad breakup. She also calls the feed streams, and I think you're on my shit list if you do that. I'm sorry. She says she is social and competitive. She has a plan called the Big B Blowout. It's a 3-part team. A captain for the floaters and one for 2 tethered teams, which I'm assuming is 1 person for each other side. And then they use these teams to win the game. You go, girl. You go. I liked how she said that she's going to bring love to the show, and I liked how she said she plays up a sister angle. I think I would do something very similar if I was ever on. So yeah, I'm just ready to see what's up. And last but not least, for our cast reveal, this is Yash. He is 24 from Monroe Township, New Jersey, and is financial analyst. Okay, Emily Flippin. He says he's a casual, but he's been watching a bunch of it. Big Brother since he realized he was going to be on the show. Let's see here. He says that he's a nerd and he's good at mazes. Hopefully he's not just a nerd in the sense of collecting trading cards, but him and Rome will have that in common. So how fun is that for us? I need to be a little more unbiased. Let's see here. Also, I wrote in here, so if there's a maze comp, it's rigged. He says he's going to lie about his job and says he's in marketing. I don't quite understand that. Financial analyst isn't really a crazy job. It also kind of sounds fake. So, I don't know. He says he'll make opportunity with conflict in the house. I kind of like that answer, low-key. He says his weakness is a 5'4" hairdresser. Okay. And he is up for finding a wife in a showmance. I swear to God, if he proposes to somebody on finale night. He says a fun punishment that's never been done would be wearing all your clothes like backwards. Like you put your underwear on over your pants and like your bra on over your shirt, and that's disgusting, sir. Absolutely disgusting. And he wants to compete and not do booth comps. So basically he just wants to take advantage of the powers that be that are the Big Brother gods and just win physical comps. If you make it to the end of the game, good, you can do that. So good for you. But he also said he isn't going to tell us his strategy. Why not? We're not going to tell anybody. Because you don't have one, which is fine. Just say you don't have one. But yes, that is our cast that was revealed in the Broveal. I'm excited about it. Honestly, the cast reveal is normally super blah for me. Like, I just kind of wait until the premiere. But I thought this was a super fun way to do the cast reveal. I thought it was super. I was literally at my other job, like, watching this while doing my job. It was crazy work, but it was a really fun, digestible way to be introduced to the cast. Now, we have a few more bombshells entering the villa this summer, and I really, honestly, almost couldn't be happier, I think. I don't know. You throw a couple other people in there, whatever. I'm very happy with these people that have been chosen to enter the house this summer. First up, we have Angela Murphy, who is an icon, legend, everything in herself. I literally have her photo as one of my friend's contact photos. She was on BB28 and also was on Amazing Race with her daughter. And like I said, I cannot wait for her to chew some of these men out. Who was the first one I said? Because I know she will chew Rome. Oh, it was Rome. It was Rome. She is going to bite Rome's head off, and I cannot wait. And I cannot wait for her to be on my TV screen again. I think that she was so much fun on her first season. I think she brought amazing television. She said she wasn't going to let the paranoia get to her too bad this time. So I hope that's true. Next up, so that's the only person from Big Brother that I know of, that we all know of. Next up, we have 2 people from Survivor. First up, we have Survivor 45 winner Dee, and also, she was also on Survivor 50. I am so stoked for this. I think if she can get going in the Big Brother house, man, I think she has the potential for a legendary run. I really do. I think that she is so, she's got the riz, she's got the physical prowess, she is not scared to do a little showmance to get further. She is just going to be that bitch, and I think her DRs are going to be fun. I just think she's going to, and man, she's HOH, she's going to go crazy. I think that she is going to be so good at this. I really, really hope that she makes it really far and that it'll just be so much fun to watch. And in real time. Like on Survivor, it was good to watch on a TV show. This will be fun to watch in real time, just like when Suri was fun to watch in real time. And last but not least, we have our guy, Rick Devens. He was on Survivor 38, Edge of Extinction, just on Survivor 50, flipped the coin with Mr. Beast, made the pot $2 million, icon, legend, icon, and he also did the On Fire podcast with, oh my god, I almost said Rob's sister Nino, but with Jeff Probst, which was like a Survivor after show. So he is like very, very well known. I think both these people are very well known in the Survivor community. So if any of these people watch Survivor that are in the house right now, if they're smart, they'll get rid of these motherfuckers. For real though. I just don't see it. Like if I was in the house, if I saw these people, I don't know, but they're such good allies, you know? I think Rick Devens is going to be such good. He plays from the bottom so well. It literally doesn't matter what position he is in the house. I think that he's just going to be so entertaining. I cannot describe the anticipation I have for seeing what the dynamic between Rick Devens and Angela is. Will they love each other? Will they hate each other? I have no idea. Maybe I think they will connect though, because I think there's only one other parent in the house. So, and they're both married, and they'll be the only married people in the house. So I think they might bond actually over that while I'm thinking about it, but I am just so pumped, y'all. I love Big Brother so much. I literally cannot wait for the premiere tomorrow. Upon editing, I just realized I did not put in my winner predictions. So my winner predictions, I would say if Dee is playing in the house, I would love to see Dee. I love Barrett. I love Ashley, and I love Lyric. I think those are my core 4, if you will. We'll see how it goes. I can't wait. I am going to attempt to do a recap after every episode, I think is what I want to do. I really have no idea how this coverage will go, how good this video even is, what'll even happen, but thank you so much for watching and for stopping by. If you want to find me, you go follow me on Instagram. That is at shelbyashley with the first E as a 3. And it's honestly kind of that everywhere else for the most part. Subscribe to the channel. I will be uploading more as Big Brother goes on in some capacity. I really want to do like post-episode recaps and then maybe like dabble some feed information in there. I can't decide if I want to go live or not. I really don't know. So if you want to see anything, comment below, and just thank you so much for being here.